Alright guys, this morning's activity is a Silks For You class, learning how to use the beautiful Silks For You and other variegated threads. So I'll pop a couple of bits of the class. The lovely Jo from Silks For You said I can film a bit, so I'm going to share with you a little bit of her hints and tips on how to use Silks For You.
Okay, so we buy our silk in a great big hank, as you know, okay? And then when you receive the hank, you can just cut straight into your hank. This is the skein. The hanks are the great big ones that you would have saw.
Sorry.
So what we're going to do with the skein is wind it back into the shape of the hank so that the colours will match up. So that's the first thing to do when you're sequencing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start there, and the colours will repeat 2 times in this colour. All our colours either repeat 3 times or 2 times. So these ones for the class repeat 2 times. So you can see there I'm making a hank, and it's repeat about 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres. Sorry, I'm still old school, inches work easier for me. From a colour change, so that you've got enough thread left to end off and restart, and you're still on the same colour. So we're going to bring these, and we're going to cut. Where would you like it?
Anywhere. I like all the colours.
All right.
It's white, so easy.
Let's cut the orange. So we're going to cut through
So
that.
here's the girls doing the class, the people doing the class, stitching away.
Some stuff on my iPad.
We're working on a sea-themed visconu. They're very chatty.
Do you know what some of the variegated stuff reminds me of? When you're sitting on the toilet and you've got tiles and you can see pictures in the tiles.
Look at this cuteness on the thread drops we've got, on the cruise thread drops. Aussie and Kiwi cross-stitch cruises. And there's the beautiful thread.
These girls would do a whole thing like this, that's a lot of
Guys, I just have to show you my fantastic thread chicken job. Can you see it? So I am here with Diane, who not only is it her first cross-stitching retreat, it is her first time on a cruise. So I thought it would be really cool to share with you guys an example of why you should think about doing something crazy like this.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, what made you decide to come on the cruise?
Okay, so first thing that made me come on the cruise was my sister. She was coming on the cruise and she asked me to accompany her. So I took the opportunity and here I am. And I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend it. I was a very negative person towards cruises because of what I heard, but it's your own life experience. You've got to get on here and trial it for yourself.
Yes, and I should just explain at the moment, we've sat down in one of the photo shoot places that isn't up and running yet, and of course just as we sit down here and start interviewing, someone decides to clonk big heavy tables around, so apologies for the background noise.
Yeah, it's
okay.
free.
Yeah. So, can they do much more noise with it. It's always the way. It was quiet here a minute ago.
Yeah.
So what has been the biggest thing that you found a positive about being on a cruise that you didn't think was going to be the case?
The people.
Yeah?
Everyone you walk past. If you want to walk with your head down low, you walk with your head down low. But if you're prepared to walk and say hi to everybody, it's just absolutely amazing. The people that will say hi to you and are there for a conversation and want a conversation, and it makes their day.
And you're talking about guests as well as staff.
Absolutely. The other staff are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, there is faultless. It really is. They're so prepared and willing that, yeah, I cannot fault it at all. It's been awesome.
So being your first time on any cruise ship, you don't have cruise specific, like ship specific things to tell me. But on the Carnival Luminosa, what's been your favourite place to discover?
My favourite place is naughty, has been all the beautiful meals.
Yep,
food.
dining room.
The dining room has been awesome. There's something there for everybody. You couldn't go wrong.
There sure is.
Yeah.
And have you eaten up on the Lido deck as well?
Yes, I have.
And how have you found the food
that was
up
our
there?
First day. I find it something there for everybody as well. I certainly didn't walk away hungry, and the food was tasty and classy as
Now,
well. Yeah.
one thing I've noticed, I think you said to me earlier, is that one of the concerns some people have on the cruise ship is they come on and they just, like, people eat and don't take care of themselves. Have you found any opportunities for exercise and staying healthy on here?
Absolutely. There's so much here. You can go out and I actually call laying in the sun healthy.
It is.
You can go out and lay in the sun and just, buzz out, or you can go for walks, walk up and down. There's plenty of walking areas. There's plenty of activities, like if you want to dance, there's a little dance and jive day, and gym. The gym is there.
Yep.
It's fully equipped. It's awesome.
There's also a running track up on level 10.
Yeah,
so.
and walking around the boat is awesome as well. It's been good. Yeah.
Sore hand, so.
Yeah,
okay, now has there been anything that you've been at all disappointed in?
No.
Wow, that's pretty
Seasick,
good.
but that's my own problem.
But tell everyone, how come you got seasick? There's a particular reason.
I had tablets prescribed for me, but I got seasick because they just weren't the right ones prescribed. They weren't strong enough.
And where was your room?
Very forward.
Yes.
We're doing what is its name? We're on the front of the ship.
The bow, right up on the bow, like literally on the front room. So if you get seasick, don't pick the one right up the front of the ship. How have you found it though in the middle of the ship when you've been like stitching and everything?
No, during the day I've been fine. I have not had a problem. It's just as soon as I go into that room, that's where my stomach starts to churn. But since day one, after I got my medication correct for seasickness, I've been fine. It's not a problem. But yeah, if you're a seasick traveller, midship's good.
Yes, definitely. Now, another thing now, because it is a stitching cruise, and you've only just gotten into stitching, so tell us, what have you learnt in the cross-stitch world this weekend?
I have learned, my biggest learn was how to do the multicoloured stranding, how to work that out so that it's colour specific, so that you've got the same loop and everything going. That's been really good. And learning to stitch without a pattern. I have got patterns that I've been doing that are imprinted on the fabric.
So without stamps.
So I am now sewing without a pattern. I'm just following the pattern. And when I'm talking too much and looking around, listening to everybody else's conversation, it can be hard. But once I'm in there studying it, I've picked it up. It's been awesome. Thank you.
So last thing is for the people who are sitting on the fence about coming on a cruise, or in particular a cross-stitch Aussie and Kiwi cruise, what do you reckon?
Perfect. I love it. I am so looking forward to another one, whether it's with my sister, whether it's with myself, because I already know people, and I'm sure that they're going to be there as well. And it's great to meet other people. People are only too free and willing to pass on their knowledge, whether you know it or not, and give you little hints and everything like that along the way. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. It's awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting me interview you.
No,
let's go and enjoy the rest of the days we've got.
Yeah.
Bye. All right, guys, we're in Noumea, but there's a bunch of us sitting and stitching. So I'm going to do a quick little shot and show you what sorts of things do the ladies bring on a cruise retreat. Okay. All right, Miss Louisa, what are we stitching on?
I am doing a As You Wish stitch along from Olivia and Lee.
There you go, awesome. So you got the
It's
whole bunch.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. And I know what this one is.
This is the stitching cruise, and it's done with the beautiful silk for you.
Silks for you. Yes.
And this beautiful fabric by Lisa.
Yay, yes. Paddock
28 count.
28 count, nice and big. It's looking good.
Thank you.
Okay, you. Oh, look, this is Miss Purple. Can you see that this is Miss Purple? Look, it's all purple.
And so is the stitching.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a stitchery out of my head for a berry.
A nice berry, so a
Yeah.
purple berry, beautiful. So she's designing it on the run. And here we go. What's Vicky got?
I'm doing a Shannon Christine. I think it's called Christmas Trees or something. I'm not sure.
Gorgeous, look at that.
Evergreen.
So, Vicky stitching in hand.
Evergreen, is it?
Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Lovely. I'll come back to you in a second. And here we go, Elizabeth. Elizabeth has just restarted the Biscornu.
Yes, just doing the Miss Cornu from Silks for You class.
Yes, lovely.
Just beautiful.
And there's two more over here. Now this is an interesting one that we've got Tracy working on. This is the retreat team piece, and it's a whole bunch of little monsters, because we're all monsters apparently. So everyone's got to pick a monster and stitch on a monster. Cool, that's very cute. And we've got another Biscornu here from this lovely lady. We'll just show you her Biscornu because I know she doesn't like being on film.
She's frogging.
She's frogging. Oh no, but look at that beautiful Silks for You colour. And then over here, we've got a couple more ladies. One more snuck in here who's doing a Shannon Christine design. What's the name of this Shannon Christine?
It's a Christmas mug.
No, I don't need to say it's all right. Christmas mug from Shannon Christine. And the lovely Annette, who we met before, is working on the Biscornu. There we go. She's giving us the back of the Biscornu. She doesn't want to show us the front.
Oh, that's the back.
She just turned to the back. Let's look at
Sorry.
the front. She turned it over.
I thought it was on the back.
There we are. Beautiful. I love those blue you're getting in that bit of it. And look, here we got Naomi. Hello. Hello. Naomi is the brainchild behind this year's Vic Stitches retreat.
That's right.
And she's doing the Biscornu.
I am. My first Biscornu.
Yes, lovely. And the lovely Deb, who also doesn't like me filming her, but let's look at her stitching. Very nice. She's also working on, she's doing it on an opalescent fabric. Thanks, lady. Hey, look, it's Nitty Nat Stitches.
That's me.
We're on a cruising road trip together.
Oh.
And having a ball, aren't we, Nat?
So what's this cruise tube?
Cruise tube. Cruising floss tube. Still about stitching, still about cross stitch. It's just, it's a bit of a combination between showing you a bit about cruising and stitching.
Yes,
So this is your first time on a carnival ship.
it is. I've had such a great time.
What has been your highlight of being on the carnival ship?
I think it's been the games, the
Yep,
trivia,
the fun.
Yeah.
Yep, that's one thing I've noticed with Carnival. There's always something to do. They had onboard crafts this morning. They've got trivia. They've got game shows. They've got fantastic production shows.
Yes.
Which is really good. As well as everything else that you expect on a cruise.
That's right.
So, as far as being on the Aussie and Kiwi cross stitch cruises, how are you finding that?
I'm loving it. I've had such a great time. It's been so lovely to spend the amount of time that we have away together. Usually a retreat is a weekend, at most 3 days stitching together. You meet and greet, you have a full good day of stitching, and then the last day everybody's just kind of winding down.
Yes.
And we've had all of that. Today is our last day, so I'm not sure where I'm going to appear in the video, but today is the last day.
Yes.
And we're just starting to do the wind up activities.
We are.
And we've had such a wonderful time. But in the middle of that, there's been some great days on shore and bumping into our stitchy friends
Yes.
on shore at the various activities. and around the dining table. So we've got formal dining, and so being able to come together for at least one meal a day has been great.
It has been.
And and then just the community of sitting and stitching and chatting, it's been great.
And then also what I've loved is that the other activities, there's always been someone to go with.
Yes.
So we're not necessarily hanging with the same people. Like Nat and I hang together a lot. But we've been splitting out and going with other people and doing things. And so I know like today they're all heading off to the 90s trivia.
Yay!
See, I'm not interested in that. So that's good. A big group will go who are interested. And then you just come and go and mix and match as you please. And that's one of the advantages with traveling with a nice big group. There's always someone. I've made some lovely new friends, you know, and I've put some faces to lovely names of customers and people I've known.
Yeah.
How did you find the pop-up shops?
They've been great.
Yeah.
They've been great. It's so good to spend time with the vendors. So you and with Joe and Zane as well. It's just been so lovely to meet Joe. Oh, of course, I've known Lisa for ages, but also to meet Zane and just to get to know you and how you work and the things that you're thinking about as businesses, and talking to you about what as a stitcher I'm looking for as well. So
and we value that too, like, because when we're here we are stitchers and we are part of the crew, we're part of the group. We just have that extra hat on, and I value it a lot because I mean I do it to Natalie all the time, but it's my market research. I like to talk to people and find out, well, what are they liking, what are they not liking, what do they need, especially for my motto, you know, making things available and affordable. I'm trying to fill in the holes that aren't around. So I've got a couple of ideas brewing after this trip, but I definitely hope I can come next year. Are you going to try and come next year?
I'm going to try.
Yeah, if the dates line up for us, it'll be good.
If the stars align, it'll be great.
Yes, so there you go. Another person, happy cruiser on the stitching cruise.
Very happy.
All right, well, thanks for taking the time, but we need to see what you've been stitching.
Oh, I've been working on the Silks for You retreat tutorial piece. So I've actually finished.
Yay! Actually, in fact, this is finish number two for Natalie, and she almost had finish number 3, but she's been working on the.
I've been working on this. I might still get a finish number 3 by the end of tonight.
Yay!
So yeah,
awesome.
And later today we'll be turning this into a biscornu.
Which is great.
I'm really looking forward to that. It will be my first biscornu.
Well, that's exciting. It'll be my first time I've been taught how to do one too. I did make one previously, but I want to learn. That's why I took the class.
Yeah.
I'm a lifelong learner. I don't know everything. I know a lot, as do you, but we know different things, and it's always good to share and learn.
That's right. It's always a good day when you wake up having gained new knowledge.
Always a good day when you wake up happy and relaxed, like on the cruise.
Oh wow, yes.
All right, guys, see you soon.
Bye.
This is the lanyard and name tag competition. And so I'm just showing you the lovely work that people did. Nobody likes mine, and that's fine. I think they think it's unfair that a designer could possibly do a good job on it. So, and some people even, the lanyards some of them are boring. Some people put badges on, and this one here is actually stitched all up her lanyard. Isn't that beautiful? So I would say the winner's looking like down here at the moment. Looks like it's Janelle with a bit of Tracy. So well done to them for a great effort. All right, we're here with the lovely Louisa. Hello. Where are you from, Louisa?
Ballarat, Victoria.
Ballarat, Victoria. And how have you found the stitching cruise?
Fabulous.
What-
Lovely ladies, lots
Lovely.
of stitching, smooth sailing.
Yes, we've had all those things. What's been your highlight from a stitching perspective?
Just being together in a group in the nightclub, stitching away, working
away.
on your projects.
Yep, lovely. Well, let's see, what have you been stitching on?
Your lovely project.
Yay! So we've got she's got a finish, everyone. The Stitching Cruise emblem. Lovely.
And I'm working on the 3rd month of the Princess Bride stitch along by, I think it's Olivia and Lee.
Yep, where's the 3rd month?
I am about to start it there.
Oh, okay. So by working on, she means she's about to start working on.
I finished this one on there though.
Yeah, oh, that's good. And what's been your favourite part apart from the stitching of the cruise?
The favourite part, well, Janelle, my roommate, and I had a great time off on Santo, which was our bonus place.
You guys saw the photos of those two having fun at their blue hole and things.
Yes, we jumped on the back of the ute and rained on all the way to Champagne Beach, and it was a total highlight because where can you sit in the back of a ute and
Do that.
travel all down, hurt your butt for an hour, there and back.
Lots of fun. That's good. Well, thank you for taking the time to let me interview you.
Pleasure.
And enjoy the last full day of stitching.
Thanks. Bye everyone. Bye.
Lucy. Here's Lucy, an old favourite, one of my regulars. She's prepared to be interviewed. Thank you, Lucy.
You're welcome.
So, what have you found the most good thing about being on a stitching cruise?
Well, catching up with all the friends that you know online and you get to meet them all in person, finding out all the interesting tips and tricks that you didn't know that you think you should know after stitching for 30 years, and just having fun.
So what's one of the tips you've learned?
Oh, about how to cut the silk properly. I usually just like cut it in half and use whatever it is, but to cut it so the colours all match nicely and everything, that was a really good tip, and I'm really glad I learned that one.
Awesome. Okay, so what have you been stitching on?
Well, I have been stitching on the class piece from the Silks for You.
Lovely.
Yes, we were stitching it whilst waiting for trivia to start and all sorts of things.
Yes, I believe you stitched it this morning before breakfast.
I stitched a monster this morning, which Naomi has, so maybe you've seen that one.
I will. I'll look at the monsters with Naomi.
Yeah.
So as far as being on the cruise, it's your first carnival cruise?
It's my first carnival cruise and only my second ever cruise.
And what have you found to be a good thing about a carnival cruise?
The boat isn't too big. You can get to one end to the other without too much trouble. The food in the restaurant has been fabulous and the waiters are so good. Our room steward is delightful and makes the most wonderful animals and everything for us, and he always remembers our name. They all remember your name. I'm like, wow, how many people? But yeah, no, I've just really enjoyed, and the shows have been fabulous. Really enjoyed the shows.
Well, thanks for letting me ask questions. Enjoy the last day.
No worries, bye.
You can hear people, everyone's having fun now.
Yes.
So what's been your highlight of this cruise?
Probably getting my stitching mojo back. That's probably been a good one for me.
That is a really good thing. You know, life gets in the way and stuffs up your stitching mojo, so that's good to have it back.
Yeah.
And are you a first time on Carnival?
I'm a first time cruiser altogether.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So what have you found interesting and surprising about being on a cruise?
I think I really enjoy the multiple activities. So there's always something to do and always a variety of things to pick from.
What are your favourites?
The trivia.
Trivia?
Yeah, trivia, and probably the music trivia specifically. But I also really liked stopping at the different ports and the different cultures and things like that.
Good morning, everyone. Here we are. Don't you love my 1980s frizz inside here? It's perfectly designed, a la the plaits I had the last few days. Shame it's already been 80s night. Anyway, we're here in the nightclub for our last day of stitching on the cruise. Sad face. So I'm going to be trying to film a few people and see what they think. So. Well guys, PaddockLaneDesigns Goes Cruising is come to an end.
Oh dear.
We are back at the airport in Brisbane, having had an incredibly fast departure off the ship. It was so smooth, easy going.
Yes, very good.
No problems at all. Just laughed that they make you walk all the way up like one length of the ship to walk all the way back down the outside. But anyway, apologies for the background noise. We're trying to eliminate it, but of course every time we start filming something happens. There's bound to be PA announcements. The cafeteria behind us, see that lovely place there, just happens to be emptying out all the cutlery right as we started recording. But we figure the longer we wait, the more people are going to be around and the more noise you guys are going to have. So Michelle, how was your first time overseas?
It was great. It would have been better if it was sunny, but no, it was great.
Yes, I think the overseas part was a bit of a disappointment for you. You didn't really get to do much overseas, did you?
No. No, Noumea were only there for 3 hours, so it was just a quick bus trip around to see what was there, and that was it.
Yeah, but at least now you know what to do when you get back there on your next cruise, which is good. And how did you find Carnival as opposed to P&O?
It is different, good in some ways, and yeah.
So tell the viewers what's your opinion. What's better? What's worse?
For someone who's used to a quick dinner, the length that they make that go is a bit too much. But the fact that you book in for dinner for the whole time and then you end up at the same table with the same waiters who were fantastic was really good.
Yes. And can I just say, for people watching, you have the option in Carnival. You can choose anytime dining and get whisked in and out just like Michelle's used to, or you can choose to have the set time with the longer service.
Yes. I don't know, there was...
What was good? What was something else good?
Something else good. She's put me on the spot here.
It's not like I didn't warn her I was going to do it.
Yeah, well, no, I can't.
She can't think. What I enjoyed, apart from obviously stitching with everyone, is that there was always something to do. When I was on the P&O ship, it got to a time in the afternoon there was nothing on, and it was just boring. Whereas I like to have something to do at all times of the day, other than having to go to the casino or go for a sleep. So
it was good with the group too, because there was always someone wanting to do something.
Yes.
So you're never doing anything by yourself. So
very
that was
true.
Really good.
You had company all the time,
Yes.
so that was good. So how did you go stitching wise, Michelle?
I did good. I did probably about 1,500 or so.
Yep. Show us where you got up to.
I got my
coffee gnome.
Coffee gnome got this far. I did stitch on another project, but it's in my luggage on the plane, so
yeah.
But he did really, really well.
And we'll pop the before and after photo in here for you.
Yes.
So that's good. Well, I was saying to Michelle before that I was disappointed because I didn't get the stitching I planned to get done. And I was stitching pretty diligently for most of the trip. I mean, I had the second most amount of stitches of anyone, which is pretty normal for me.
Yes.
But Michelle nicely pointed out that, yeah, I may not have got done what I wanted to on the Mermaid and Savannah. I didn't even touch Savannah. But I did get 2 saps.
Yes.
And in fact, I probably should dig one of my saps out and show you. Could Michelle holds the phone for a second? I'm going to dig out my, it's not quite it's a sap, but it's more than a sap.
Yes, she just finished this one as much as she can.
Where's it gone? Digging away. It's down there. I found it. It's gone to the bottom. I have nearly got an FFO of my Biscornu. So that's how it's going to look on the front. Here we are. Someone's arrived now to talk near us, of course. And that's the back, which I think looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It does.
Which is totally fitting to have turtles in my sea Biscornu. So I am planning to go home tonight and stuff it and finish sewing it up and put the button in the middle, and then I will have an FFO from the trip. So
Yay.
My name tag and my Biscornu are both saps for the trip, so I do feel a bit better. I did over 4,500 stitches on the trip.
Good
so
job.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, weather-wise hasn't been a great trip, but we didn't need weather. We were inside. The room was freezing. It was so cold in the nightclub, and even though we kept asking them to turn it up, and apparently they did, it was cold. But it didn't help that we had a couple of people in the group as well who are really run hot. So they kept saying every time we said it was really cold, they said, no, it's perfect. And it's like, it's not. It's actually really cold. But I do feel the cold, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. I just will make sure I take a lot more warm clothes on the next cruise I go on. So I think that's all we need to share with you guys. We hope you enjoyed this special edition 3 videos. This will get posted up tonight when I get home to my Wi-Fi, and we will look forward to joining you probably next week. Jenny and I'll be back for Jenny's regular monthly check-in, and of course we'll have the beginning of the month challenge chat. So until then, we wish everyone a happy Easter and lots of fun stitching. Bye.